So this morning we're talking about ways to help you meet your New Year resolution when it comes to money goals for 2019. Blanca is the perfect person to dive into this topic with me this morning because I cannot do it. I have tried, just like many of you have. What seems to be the problem? You know, you try this year after year after year, but you can never get it right. I can never get it right.
People lack discipline and they lack strategy.
Yep, 2 for 2.
Yeah, so it's just like with weight. Okay, I want to save $10,000. Well, how are you going to do it? In theory, it sounds great.
Right.
And you think about how much money you make, and you're like, oh, I can do that. But how? Right? You have to be specific. You have to be specific about the amount you want to save and how you're going to do it. And you also have to think about unexpected expenses. You need tires in the car. Maybe that's something you don't need every year, right? But those unexpected expenses creep in, and you're like, oh, or you save a little bit, and you're like, you know, I really want those boots. I'm just going to dip into what I save, and I'll pay myself back. And you don't.
Right. That's the discipline.
That's the discipline.
And the strategy definitely plays a part as well. So when we're talking about strategy, what should people have to successfully reach their goals?
This takes some work. And a lot of times people get lazy and they don't want to do the work. So this means you have to spread everything out on the table, if you will, and look at what all your expenses are. You have to account for the unexpected expenses also, and think about how you're going to save. But you really need to think about it, because sometimes you may not think about your homeowner's insurance, or you may not think about a summer vacation or books for the kids or whatever it is. So you really have to pinpoint what your expenses are going to be, and you just have to have an oops account. And that oops account is for either fun, or your unexpected expenses.
All right, so is there something that people can do so it doesn't seem so stressful?
Automate.
Bills,
automate as soon as you can. Pay yourself first. Or let's say you should also have cheat days also. You just can't think you to be strict disciplinarian and not have any fun, but use it cash. Look, with credit card it's too easy because you lose track of it. But if you have an envelope with cash and say $40 a month I'm going to use on entertainment, okay, that's it.
Right.
You have the cash, so once that last penny's out of that envelope,
there's no more.
There's no more. That helps you with discipline.
Yeah.
Because if it's not there, you can't use it.
I think those same strategies can apply to what we were just talking about with weight loss.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's kind of universal in a way. You just got to be disciplined and have a
strategy.
plan.
Absolutely.
I love it. All right, you can get in contact with Blanca on her Facebook page. She's Blanca Cobb, body language expert. You can write on her timeline. She'll get right back to you. And coming up, we're going to talk about New Year, new relationships, some goals for the new relationships out there coming up right here on The Good Morning Show.